From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And today on the hill, Kevin Gausman. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Now it's the power speed combo. Luis Robert. The pitch. That one's in there. And we are underway. And a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's outside. Kevin Gausman hails from Colorado, but he played his college ball at LSU. He was the 4th overall pick in the 2012 draft. Made his debut at 22 years old in 2013, and he has gotten himself through a lot.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Yordan Alvarez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Missing inside, 1-1.
Yeah, and coming through the minor leagues, he was expected to be the #1 starter for the Baltimore Orioles and never quite lived up to that billing, but continued to fight ups and downs, persevered, and after 2 free agent deals, he finally became an all-star.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Yeah, he was drafted, traded, released, claimed, and signed 2 free agent deals before becoming an all-star. That message very clear. Don't give up. Left-hand hitter waits. He goes down looking.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 outs, base is empty. Yoan Moncada steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. Nothing doing for the White Sox. And now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back now in Toronto. On the hill for the White Sox, number 78. What do you look for here?
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. There's the strike. Strike 2.
0-2.
On a line out towards center. Robert makes the grab, 1 away. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because It's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stands in now and watches strike one. That clips the zone, and it's 0-2. Struck him out of the front door breaking ball. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the White Sox DH, Jose Abreu. The pitch. Jose Abreu, a really great story. He came over from Cuba, made his debut at 27 years old in 2014 with the White Sox. He won the Rookie of the Year. He's been an all-star. He's won the MVP, and as well, a guy who has really made his impact in the clubhouse as a leader. Oh, 0-2 now. Ball one there.
Yeah, and White Sox fans would argue that, he's the best first baseman since Frank Thomas, but you also have to consider Paul Konerko was in there as well. Very good first baseman for the White Sox, but Abreu following in his footsteps, and they did not miss a beat at the position. He's a run producer.
Escobar steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Next one is off the plate, and that is ball one. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because
this one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that gets down in the corner. Safely into second. He's got a double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Here's some real power at the plate. Adolis Garcia. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Guerrero snags it for the second out. Yandy Diaz now. That one the other way. Oh, he dropped it. But in time, nice job to stay with it to end the inning. Bottom of the second. Up to the plate is Brandon Belt. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Matt Chapman in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Next offering is in for a strike. That clips a corner.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Over to Diaz, and that quickly 2 away. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That one's in there, 0-1. Chris, Alejandro Kirk, stocky catcher, an all-star in 2022. This guy can hit.
Yeah, he can, and really just surprised everyone coming onto the scene, doing such a great job that became an all-star with very little big league experience before that.
Dalton Varsho in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. The 0-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Robert on the move. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And that will end the inning. One left for Toronto. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning. Here's Gurriel. Gausman, a former All-Star, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Gausman back to work. Out towards right center field. Springer drifts towards it. Puts the squeeze on it. And a quick out, number one.
Batting nine, the catcher.
Yasmani Grandal up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Well, this guy on the mound understands that this batter's trying to take him deep. I think the key here is change speeds. Keep him off balance.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. Luis Robert now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing and a foul straight back. Top of the third, no score. And it's even up. And there's the strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top level guy like this.
Kicks and deals. And that one is inside.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Righty delivers. Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball. Back here at Rogers Center as we go to the last of the third. Whit Merrifield up to the plate. That pitch gets the corner. 0-1. Merrifield, multi-time All-Star, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2010. Lifted in the air, right field. One away. Here's Kevin Kiermaier. In there, and it's 0-1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Goes down looking.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Escobar on to first. That takes care of Springer, and that is the back here at the ballpark. And now Yordan Alvarez. Here comes a pitch. Popped up. Chapman settles underneath it. Brings it in. One up, one down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Moncada now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Next offering is outside. And here it comes. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye right there. And now it's filled up. Three-two. Swings over the splitter for strike three.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So 2 down, and now Escobar doubled his first time up. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Abreu leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2.
Well, hitter looked pretty comfortable on that swing. Pitchers don't like to see that. We'll see how he changes it up on this next pitch.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And the pitch. Got him looking for the K. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. The White Sox leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Bo Bichette. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Bo Bichette, second-round pick, 2016, and a kid who comes from pretty good baseball family. His dad Dante played for California, Milwaukee, Colorado, Cincinnati, and Boston over 14 big league seasons, and Dante could swing it.
Yeah, and you just get the sense in watching Bo that this guy, all he wants to do is win. A gamer, goes hard, and
And first offering is fouled off. Ripped on a line. Takes it in for the out. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Brandon Belt. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Up the middle. Gets it to first. Yeah, they get Belt for the out. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to the top of the 5th we go. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Adolis Garcia. And the right-hander back to work. Strike 1.
You know, these White Sox, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging it more than...
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 1-0.
So impressive. You have to have such a clear and direct path to the baseball on a split finger at that location inside part of the plate. Did a tremendous job of staying inside of it and keeping that ball fair.
Yandy Diaz steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's 0 for 1. Line and a base hit into right.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stick.
And it's into the gap. And that's a double. Diaz rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. Tries to get back and save.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. And George makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. Throw home, he beats it. And they take a 2-run lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
And now it's Luis Robert, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Looks like he went up there guessing on the first pitch. It was going to sell out to it. Didn't make any contact, though.
In the air out towards right center. Kiermaier moving under it. And and makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. That one pushed to the left and foul. The 0-2. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 a solo shot. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the back now in Toronto. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now for the Jays, Matt Chapman. First pitch just misses, and a swing and a miss.
Well, these Blue Jays, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And that rolls into the corner. Throws to second, and he's got a double.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Runner at second, nobody out. Out to short, Escobar. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. And now it's Dalton Varsho. First offering misses the mark. Runner at second here, 1 gone. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Robert fires it to the plate. Not in time. He scores, and it's now a 2-run game. Now it's the second baseman, Whit Merrifield, and that's in there for strike 1. Varsho over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Tries to get back and save. 0-2 now. In the air, right side. 2 down. Here's Kiermaier. Out. He swings and fouls one off. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 0-2 now. And that one is lifted in the air. Garcia settles under it. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the top of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Yoan Moncada. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Check swing, no appeal, and that's ball 1.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
So now 1-2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And it's caught for the out.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot, and they add a run. It's 4-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
2 outs, nobody on. Digging in, Adoli game. On the ground to third. Fires over to Guerrero, and that will end the inning. White Sox add 1 on the solo shot. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Garrett Crochet.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Springer up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. Next pitch is inside, and it's 2-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Bounce to the left side, and foul ball. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. 3-2. That one lifted to left. And there's 1 down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swings through that one. 0-1. Crochet, in his 3rd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The 1-1. That clips the corner. And that one off the outside edge.
It's a good take.
The wind to kick the pitch. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Robert on the move. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Vladdy, 24 years old, and he won a Gold Glove in 2022. Next pitch is downstairs. 2 down, nobody on. That misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's the strike. The 3-1. And fouled off. And the pitch. Hit in the air, right field. Garcia settles under it. He's got it. And that is that. Down in order. Eric Swanson gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
And a pitch. This one popped up. Merrifield gets under it, makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now back, second base.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1 for 2. Strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Tim Meza up and throwing. And there's a base hit to left.
He was all over that one. Pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now Yasmani Grandal. Now that's smacked to right center. Kiermaier tracks it down for the out. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Luis Robert. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
In the air, left side. That one gets down for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Now a fly ball to right center. Yeah, they get the out on Alvarez. And that's the third. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 67. And here is Brandon Bell. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
As he was out front that time. And strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And here is Matt Chapman. Bell stands at second with no outs. In the air, right field. Garcia settles under it. Puts it away for the out. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's in there at the knees. Line to left. Alvarez puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Dalton Varsho will hit next. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Garcia makes the grab, and that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, here is Moncada. Swanson back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Jose Abreu up to hit, 1 for 3. And that's outside, 1-0. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Hit hard, base hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Garcia, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So here comes the big lefty, Aroldis Chapman, to the mound. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. So digging in, Whit Merrifield. The pitch. There's the strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Off the mark there. 1 ball, 1 strike. They say you win. Caught him looking for the K. Kevin Kiermaier next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. 0-2 as he waves at that one. And down on strikes. That's his second strikeout. Here's George Springer. There's a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And he deals. Fights it off. He'll see another.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Chad Green.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Here comes a pitch. That to right. Fair ball.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often. But right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it.
Gurriel in the box now. No balls and a strike. Popped up. Merrifield gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. Yasmani Grandal steps to the plate for the White Sox. Next pitch is popped up. That takes care of Grandal. That's out number 2.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So 2 down now, and here is Luis Robert. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
At the belt and fires. Swings and misses, and 1 down below the zone. Diaz off of first with 2 away. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Welcome back. And now the shortstop, Bobichette. Chapman back to work. And there's a strike. Chapman, a tall lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and he works in a 2-seamer. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The pitch. That one is upstairs. Just missed the inside corner. It's 2-2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Grandal hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
The first baseman.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. In there for strike 1. And that one is inside ball 1. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And next for Toronto, Brandon Belt. And that skips in the dirt. Check swing. He held up. And now 2-0. Strike on the inside corner. Rips that one to right. And a base hit. And that gives Matt Chapman a chance to hit with 2 out. Now it's Matt Chapman. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Swing and a ball popped up. Gurriel has it sized up. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, he held him down for 2 solid innings, recording 6 outs in this game. Really nice job of executing his pitches, really just playing catch with the catcher, throwing whatever was put down, and letting the defense do some work behind him.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
I always shine, even when they like them. No, I ain't God, but I'm feeling just like him. Oh, don't trip. See, I was in the whip, riding me and my. He was listening to us, no one else. That's it. That's the flesh, just a bit. Let me talk, man. But say my head got big. Yeah, well, listen, man, well, it made me crazy. Might just turn around, do 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no babies. The devil on my doorstep being so shady. Don't trip. We don't gotta let him in, don't trip. Hey, yeah. I let it go, but it never go.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game.